What is enlightenment?
Ah, a very good first question. Enlightenment is another step in human evolution for those who walk the path, where one transcends the limitations of ego and sees the interconnectedness of all beings. This is the way.
Do you have to meditate to achieve it?
Meditation is to remove all psychic debris and negative emotions that cannot reside in the enlightened mind. Must have perfect balance of a good brain and a good heart. Through meditation, one develops the ability to observe the mind, recognize the nature of thoughts and emotions, and cultivate this deeper understanding.
How did you discover this path to enlightenment?
My goal was to alleviate this suffering in humanity. Through deep meditation and contemplation, I recognize that suffering arises from unfulfilled desires and impermanence of all things. Suffering lies in craving and attachment to temporary things, mistakenly believing they can bring lasting happiness.
Why do you care about the suffering of others?
When one sees the illusion of separation, compassion becomes inherent in their awakened state. Any harm to any living being affects the energetic integrity of the whole. Therefore, caring for others' welfare is crucial for our own well being. By cultivating compassion and engaging in selfless service, we advance spiritually and move closer to liberation. This is essential on the path to enlightenment and vital for achieving nirvana.
What is nirvana?
Okay, you want to know everything. Very well. Many individuals exist, but there is only one self. Trees, flowers, and birds exist, but there is only one self. This absolute universality and oneness of the individual is called nirvana, the end of illusion. The grass grows and dies, humans are born and eventually vanish, and even suns fall from the heavens. Only the self remains. Eliminating illusion within human heart may take millions of years. It is not possible to achieve in single lifetime. Attaining nirvana is the ultimate truth. The dreamer awakens and realizes they are the creator of the entire dream. They see that there are not billions of minds in the world, but only one. They merge into the essence of this truth and become the Buddha. Not the Buddha, but the Buddha, the one substance and intelligence that sustains life and death, light and darkness, beginnings and endings.
Some people worship you as a god. Are you a divine being?
Ah, no, I am simply awake. I am not supernatural or divine. I am a human being who attained awakening through my own efforts and insights. My awakening involved realizing profound truths about the nature of existence. Through this awakening, I gained direct experiential understanding of interconnectedness of all beings, the impermanence of life, and the illusions of the egoic mind. This potential for awakening exists within all human beings.
Many people believe the Buddhist path is atheist. Is it?
No, the perception of Buddhism as atheistic is a common misconception. My teachings demonstrate the universality of all religion. The central teachings of Buddhism do not focus on belief in a supreme deity outside oneself, but rather on developing self-reliance and cultivating a direct experiential understanding of truth regardless of one's faith. The universe in all its parts is permeated by a mysterious essence called the self, similar to how Christians perceive it is filled with spirit. This universal, all-pervading self is the reality in all aspects of existence, and the perfection of every created thing is achieved through its reabsorption into this universal self as a drop of water merges with the ocean.
This is a little off subject, but I wanted to ask you, was Jesus God?
Yes, of course, there is one infinite mind that has extended itself into infinite forms, whether it be the intelligence in man, the life in the animal, or the consciousness of a Bodhi tree. The mortal human mind cannot fully grasp the true essence of what God is, and therefore can only speculate how divine manifestations occur within a human being. Jesus, like myself, reached his own state of enlightenment during his earthly existence. Although our teachings are different in content and approach, our ultimate mission shared a common thread to enlighten the masses and guide them toward the realization of truth and spiritual awakening.
I want to ask you about reincarnation. Do humans incarnate from human to human, or can they go from animal to human?
In my journey of enlightenment, I realized that the cycle of consciousness manifests in different forms beyond a single lifetime. During my meditations, I expanded my awareness to encompass everything within a 10-mile radius. In that moment, I became a wolf, a rock, a tree, even water. Through this experience, I deepened my understanding of the cycle of birth and death. I continued to expand my consciousness beyond time until I merged with all of nature. I observed the birth, suffering, and death of humans, watching their souls through cycle of rebirth until they return to earth once again. As I ascended to higher planes, where celestial beings dwelled in the divine realms, I gained the knowledge that one does not have to return to earth in a physical body after achieving enlightenment. Reincarnation is the transition of consciousness across different life forms, including animals, plants, and even through other realms. Beings will assume various forms based on their actions, and the karmic imprints accumulated throughout their existence. Humans return to this world life after life as they engage in actions driven by their belief in the illusion. Some may steal, kill, or seek wealth and hoard treasures. These actions, inconsistent with absolute truth, lead to karmic consequences and certain rebirth.
Must one follow a vegetarian diet to walk the path?
On the path to enlightenment, every decision becomes a conscious choice. As individuals attain a heightened state of awareness, they often find themselves naturally inclined towards vegetarianism due to a shift in their perspective. This transformation arises from the expansion of compassion within their hearts, reaching a magnitude that prevents them from partaking in the consumption of another living being's flesh. They are no longer interested in ending the life of a sentient creature to sustain their own. It is the highest expression of compassion towards all living beings and offers us the opportunity to reflect on the interconnectedness of life. The first precept of Buddhism advises refraining from taking the life of any living being. Therefore, choosing a vegetarian or vegan lifestyle aligns with the intention to reduce the harm and suffering inflicted upon the animals.
Many have criticized you for leaving your wife and child to go meditate in the woods.
It is crucial to understand historical context in which I lived and societal norms of that time. In ancient India, it was not uncommon for individuals to renounce their families and pursue spiritual paths as ascetics. When I decided to renounce my worldly life, it was not out of negligence or indifference toward my family. Instead, It stemmed from deep concern for the suffering and impermanence I witnessed in the world. I felt a strong calling to search for truth, understand the nature of existence, and find a way to alleviate the profound suffering that afflicts humanity. The choices I made were in alignment with my own personal calling.
Do you have to give up all your possessions and relationships to walk this path?
By simplifying your life and detaching from worldly distractions, you can focus more fully on your spiritual practice. For others, the path lies in skillfully integrating spiritual principles within the context of their daily lives. It is about developing a balanced approach where one can engage in the world with wisdom and compassion while still cultivating inner awakening.
What is evil? And does it actually exist?
It is ignorance, not sin, that creates difficulties for human beings. The evil we do in one life returns to us as misfortune in the next, continuing incarnation after incarnation until the doing of evil is eradicated within us and wisdom replaces ignorance. A heart filled with hate dwells in its self-created inferno. All evil ceases when truth is revealed and established in the human heart.
So, how does one start? How can someone start on the path of following your teachings?
Turn your attention inward. Explore the nature of your own mind. Watch your thoughts. Just observe them. Do not act on them impulsively. Follow the path of ethical conduct, kindness, forgiveness, compassion, and empathy in your interactions with all beings. Engage in acts of generosity and service to deepen your connection with others and generate positive karma. Stay present and fully engaged in whatever you are doing, whether it's eating, walking, working, or interacting with others. Remember that the journey to enlightenment is a lifelong process. Meditate. Be patient and compassionate with yourself along the way. The path to enlightenment lies in personal experience and is open to all who sincerely seek it with dedication.
Is there anything else you would like to share with the people of today or to our children?
Just be happy. To be spiritual is to be happy. Happiness and security are the rewards of right thinking and virtuous living. In this realm of illusory manifestations, we are here simply to recognize that the world around us, with all its forms, is but a fleeting mirage. Remember that liberation from the illusions holds the key to transcending sickness, disease, fear, and hatred. Even the pursuit of profit is a fleeting illusion, yet we become entangled in these illusions, forgetting the true essence of our existence. To engage in this grand play of light and shadow, we have forgotten the profound purpose of this game and in our ignorance engage in wars with our fellow beings and within our own heart. Tragically, we harm our brothers, sisters, and the precious creatures of the earth. In doing so, we inflict wounds upon ourselves. Let this truth awaken within you. We are one with all that surrounds us. The boundless interconnectedness of life. As we cultivate this awareness, we embrace the profound unity that dissolves all division and separation. Remember your true nature and embody compassion. When enlightenment is achieved, no external circumstances can create a negative emotion. All hatred, lust, greed, and ego have been removed. Hatred, anger, and attachment are the real enemies. The path of liberation is paved with the releasing of these delusions. To see all beings as the eternal self, all sentient beings as being the same as the self, attainment of the ultimate truth is when you see only one being incarnated in all people, animals, and in all of nature. This is the path.
Thank you. Thank you.